Ooh. So I'm trying to do a little 1 minute short video, but I thought I may as well do a longer one today anyway. I got sick of waiting for the rain to finish because apparently it's going to keep raining for a week. Nothing like what New South Wales have been getting. Their stupidly big floods, luckily. No GoPro today, unfortunately, because like an idiot, I let it go flat and I couldn't be bothered waiting for it to charge. And even though it's quite wet today, I've got my jacket, reasonably thick tracking pants on. I love riding this bike and I could not wait to get out onto it again. And I have come up into the mountains today. There's a nice little rest stop in a town that isn't a town anymore. Once upon a time was a logging town. There's still plantations up here, but it's like one of those halls you rent out behind me here. But I thought this is a good place to stop. I mean, what presumably is a bus stop, but there's no bus stop signs. It's just a sheltered place to sit out of the rain. I wanted to experience just how much torque that this engine has, and it has got balls of torque. You can't really see there, but there's a bit of discoloration. I honestly think that's because the vanes are pointing the wrong way and there's no real airflow getting in there, which is just freaking stupid. But even on that 32 tooth sprocket, this motor just keeps on pulling the bike. Well, we're literally climbing a mountain here. It's not so steep as my usual one. We're mostly on paved roads. It's not really a trail. It's just an old logging track, really. But I'm only using the e-bike if I absolutely have to. Normally, I only had about half a battery to begin with today, so I'm trying to be a bit conservative with it. Normally I just thumb throttle all the way up the hill and go from there. But I have got to say that I'm absolutely loving this BT100. That's a big 4 litre tank, and I've gone through one full tank and I've just topped it up again for this ride. So I'm still treating the engine very gently. Get through at least 2 of these tanks, which is, 3.5, 4 of the standard tanks that come with the kits anyway, before I'll consider the motor's broken in, because at any time anything could happen. Once I get through this full tank, I'm going to pop the head off again, but in my experience, look, if it's not broken in there, don't fix it. I actually ruined my first few motors by constantly, taking the head off, taking the jog off, because I wanted to see what was going on in there, but I ended up just threading out the studs. So while we're at it, let's take a good close look at the exhaust. That Teflon tape is as clear as when I first put it on. There is not so much as a droplet. Blowing exhaust gaskets is one of the biggest bugbears on these engines, and here we have one that can do away with them completely.